Yo, what's up, YouTube? JP back at you once again, getting fresh out of Overlord, which was a new 2018 film produced by J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. We just got out of it.
Yeah.
It's a little too cold to stand outside and make a video, so we're doing it in the car. Carly's driving.
Yeah.
So, this film basically follows a group of 101st Airborne who are flying over France because they have a mission to essentially wipe out a radio communications tower in order for another squad of troops to, I think, storm the beaches of something, not Normandy, but you know, they need air support, and they're going to need to get rid of this radio communications thing from the Nazis who are occupying France, right?
Yeah, all that.
And so essentially, you want to turn a light on a bit? I don't know where it is.
Like, driving, dude.
Well, just a little bit. But anyway, so they're flying over France and they get shot down. They're in their plane, and it's a whole squad of people, but only like 4 or 5 people actually survive the bailout because they pretty much get shot down, you know.
Yeah.
And when we're followed by a lead character, black guy who is kind of our hero character, and we follow him mainly, but we follow this squad as well. And when they get there, they're kind of surrounded by Germans, Nazis, but also they find a French woman who begins to help them set up, and basically she's going to help them take down this radio communication thing. But then they shortly find out that the Nazis, much like in real life, were actually experimenting on the dead in their church laboratory. And basically there's a monster human hybrid type thing they're working on, and that becomes a problem. So that's basically your story. Right away, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, me too.
I dug it. I thought that it was super visually stunning. Whenever the movie first starts and they're in the airplane, as well as whenever they, jump out, and then when they're on the ground, the visuals that you see there, I almost wanted it to be longer, because there's all these great sort of foggy scenery, like French countryside at pitch black nighttime, and there's like bodies hanging from trees from the paratroopers who didn't make it to the ground while they were being shot down. It just has a very creepy and eerie yet haunting atmosphere. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I like when he hits the water and stuff like that. So I thought that was really good, and it's very dark towards the beginning too, and just very Dooms-like. And I mean, I actually find that I like these movies that are based on the war, kind of like you do nowadays. Like, I used to like watching them in school and things like that, so I thought that was pretty cool, and it's kind of emotional too. So yeah, the whole beginning was pretty cool, and then I like how they end up incorporating the horror aspects, but it doesn't become like a lame zombie movie or anything.
I was
like that.
expecting just a zombie movie, but
Yeah.
it's not. It is still a slightly generic type of horror monster thing.
Yeah,
we've seen it
I didn't
before,
like the look of
and
that.
we've even seen it before with Nazis specifically. Mm-hmm. But because it was such a high budgeted affair, like I think this was a $40 million budget film, it just was way more entertaining than your like indie flick that does this. Like, you just were okay with accepting that that's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
And
And there was a few moments that were actually pretty scary too. It wasn't completely lame or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably my biggest complaint, I guess, is just the way the monsters kind of look is very generic, and then
they use a lot of practicals. From what Jeremy shared an article with me, the practicals, like the director said, he used as much practicals as they possibly could, so that's pretty cool.
yeah.
I love the setting, the French village that they're in. I thought the Nazis and the lead villain was pretty cool. Very despicable, unlikable, obviously. There's a decent amount of gore. I didn't think it was overly gory like Jeremy did. Jeremy thought it was like super gory.
No, I mean, I don't really pay much attention to that, but I didn't really see that too much. There's a lot of explosions and like death and stuff like that, but you don't really see all that much, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem that I had with the film was the lead character. I didn't really care for him that much. I felt like everything that he did was on pure, like, emotion, like, oh, I'm a good man, like, I'm a good guy, and, like, I gotta do the right thing, and it just felt like a little too much at times.
Yeah, he never really, you kind of expect him to get out of that and become, like...
Well, there's one moment.
Yeah, there's one moment, but even then, I don't know, it just never... You think it's gonna do this complete 180 or something, but it really 360, whatever. I don't know, but like it never really does.
360 would take you back to where you were.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, 180, but I wouldn't say he really does that. I mean, I didn't have a problem with him, I don't think, but I know what you mean.
I just felt like there were one too many instances of him trying to prove that, or not even him, the writers trying to prove that he is this like moral, just super person that is going to do everything right. Like, it's fine. I just kind of rolled my eyes at it because I just feel like in a war film, that's just not, I don't feel like there's a place for it, really. Because, like, I just feel like the situation they're in, like, he should be following orders and he should be, like, maybe one instance where, like, the girl was, like, directly in trouble or something. I think whenever he's beating the Nazi to get information out of him and he's trying to stop him, I think that's where it's pushing it too far.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just kind of see it as, like, this guy was clearly a dude who didn't really want to be in the war, but back then...
He does say that.
Yeah, he says that in the movie, but I know what you mean. They play it up a little too much, like, towards the beginning. Yeah. It's not a big deal, because there are movies where you see stuff like that happening, but they never really get out of it.
I just think sometimes there's a such thing as, like, an overdoing it on, like, good morality.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes it does that. And this was one that I was kind of getting annoyed at, but...
I feel like the dude comes to the rescue too much in the movie, too. Like, just before someone's about to get, like, hit or something,
I mean, that's
he's always,
classic
like, right there.
action movie tropes. There are some action movie tropes in here.
Like, it's like him to the rescue no matter where the person is. He's, like, there.
But I bought it for the most part. I was just like, sure, why not? I almost wish they would have spent more time in the laboratory, like, church thing he was in, because that was scary, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when he was there by himself, avoiding the Nazis and seeing the stuff, I almost wish they would have amped it up even more with the atrocities of everything that they were doing down there. Made it, you know how, like, in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the original or the remake, when they go into the house and they see, like, all the trinkets and everything, it's, like, close-up shots of just... Like, I didn't feel like it was dirty and grimy enough to be, like, super scary, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted it to be more like that. But overall, I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it.
If you want to go see it, dude, definitely go see it. Like, if you have the opportunity to see it, it's not in a ton of theaters. I think it's only in, like, 2,500 theaters. It's a good movie, and I'm happy that it exists. I love the concept of war and horror together. Because war is already horror, you know what I mean? So it's like...
And I think they mixed it together well.
It's double the horror.
Yeah.
Because you got war, it's horrible. And you got horror, which is horrible. It's like double the horrible.
Yeah, I got you.
Horror.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I thought it meshed together well. Like I said, people kind of made it seem...
Did you feel like it was twice the horror?
Yeah, it was twice the horror.
Did you feel scared of the war?
On a different topic right now.
Did you feel scared of the war?
Yeah, yes, war is scary.
And
the Nazi
scared
stuff.
Of the horror.
Yes,
so twice
like
the
Nazi
horror.
Stuff. Stop it, dude. Just like yes, you summed it up. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Nazis are dicks.
Like Nazi stuff.
We don't really like Nazis. I don't know how you guys feel, but we don't like them. You don't like Nazis, right?
No, I don't. I thought you did.
I don't like Nazis. What are you talking about?
You have like a giant like tattoo that's like...
No, dude. Shut up.
On your chest.
No! So, I love the visuals at the beginning. The first, 20 minutes are fantastic, man. Like, I love the first 20 minutes, even when they're in the plane. And I love I like the characters, honestly. Like, except for the main one, I had a little bit of beef with him, but I like the side characters. They were all kind of cool. Good stuff. I mean, honestly, it's just a good movie. Like, I loved it, minus, a few things.
Yeah.
What do you think for ratings?
I'm probably, honestly, an 8.5 or a 9.
That's where I'm at, 8.5.
Yeah, probably 8.5.
8.5. Definitely a contender for the year. Top 10 list.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was a good theatrical experience, too. I don't think this would play as solid on, at home.
Yeah, I agree.
So see it in the theater if you can. But, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. Deuces.
Yeah.